How leaders can help inspire accountability. Leaders can help inspire accountability by simply telling you what to do, because not enough people are disciplined these days, and also showing you the example, showing you the accountability, and showing you what it is to live like what they live. So for example, all leaders, everyone who works under them or who wants to be like a leader, people want to be like that person. They want to aspire the characteristics of that person. They want to literally be like that person, which means as leaders, you want to guide and help people. You're not the person who wants to boss people around and telling people what to do. You want to lead them, show them the example, show them what it takes to be successful. This comes from accountability. This comes from being like the example. Like, who do you look up to? Like, who do you want to be? And take all those characteristics and then pass them down to whoever you're leading. You know, whatever characteristics you are, you can obviously do this by telling them, but the more important way is actually by doing it by showing. You know, for example, personal training leads his client on getting stronger, etc. If the personal trainer is fat, he's not a very good leader. He can still tell the client how to get strong, how to get jacked, how to lift weights, but he's not a good leader because he doesn't show the example. You need both. You need first the discipline and the accountability, telling them what to do, and secondly, actually being the example, like being who you say you're actually going to be. You know, the raw truth. You know, that's why I don't believe in fat personal trainers. It's not a thing. Like, you can't have a fat personal trainer. That is literally impossible. You know, so if you're going to be a leader, if you're going to be someone who inspires other people, and why this is important is that everything in life is a pyramid scheme, and it's a ladder. Like, literally everything you have, lower, middle, upper, rich, billionaires, just keeps going. Like, that's how life works. So you need to get to a point to where you're looking up to certain people and what characteristics they have, and replicating those same characteristics in your exact life. You know, it's very much a matter of fact of what life you want to live. Take the characteristics of whose life you inspire, that inspires you, do exactly what they did, and then get the same, and then get results. That's how it works. But it's going to come from daily discipline, daily effort, daily never giving up. That's how it works. It's extremely hard, difficult life. No one said this was going to be easy, but the results at the end are definitely going to be worth it. And that comes simply from you doing what you're supposed to do, staying disciplined, staying accountable, being the example. You know, you want to be big and strong, be a personal trainer, you're going to have to actually know what you're doing, know what you're talking about. Like, I will never listen to anyone who I don't want to be like. And that's just how I operate my life. And you should do the exact same thing. So it's very simple. If they have the mindset that I want, if they have the body that I want, if they have the money that I want, if they dress the way I want, if they act the way I want, if they look the way I want to look, it's just all these things combined together, then I will listen to the person. If none of those are a thing, then I won't listen to them. It's very simple. This is how leaders can inspire accountability in others. It comes from being the example. The most important thing is being the example. Vince Lombardi is one of the greatest coaches of football, said, you know, winning or leading by example isn't the best way to lead. It's the only way to lead. Vince Lombardi, one of the greatest football coaches of all time, said, you know, leading by example is the only way to lead. That's the only way you can lead. You know, by being the hardest worker, showing up first, leaving at the very last second, doing everything you can. This is what it takes. It takes extreme amounts of accountability, discipline, and effort over long periods of time. When I say that, I'm talking 10 years plus. And you have to have this accountability and discipline to do this over and over and over and over and over again, until you're that person that people want to be like. You're leading by example. You're telling people what to do, but you're also showing them. More importantly, you're showing them what it takes, because you are the product. You're that guy. That's what you want to be, leading by example. That's the video I have for you. If you like this video, like the video, comment, share, subscribe. See you in the next one.